It's that time of month. No, not that time of month, but it is time for a favorites video. So I can't believe it's basically the end of January and it's time to round up the favorites for this month. Welcome to the channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Nia and I'm going to go through all my favorites this month. I broke it down for you into 5 categories: beauty, clothes, wellness, experience, and joys. So let's get into it. First, we're going to start with beauty, and this is going to be pretty rapid fire so that I don't snooze you to death. But these are the things that have been critical to my existence in the month of January, and I feel like we've had a really strong start to 2026. All right, in the beauty category, starting off very strong, just like how we're starting off this year, the Solitaire value set, I finally caved. And I was like, I really am trying to upgrade my night routine and just have a nice luxurious feeling when I get into the bed. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's get it while it's on like a little bit of a sale. And I got it in the scent Santal Bloom for all of this. So it comes with the Nourishing Body Oil, 5% AHA serum deodorant, body wash, as well as a multi-lipid body cream, all the cream. So all of this together, a full routine of this with a nice like full shower where you just scrub everything and then lather up and then oil down and then you slide into your bed and rub your toes together at night. I've been sleeping amazing. Not because of this set, but because of the ritual of it all. So just building those nice rituals has been really key. I feel like especially in this slow winter season and like slowing down. But I absolutely love this. It smells so good, but it's not too overwhelming because you don't want too much fragrance, of course. This is so good and it smells so delicious and so amazing. No complaints, 10 out of 10. And also, I was honestly a little afraid about the deodorant, like switching over to this kind of deodorant. So I was like, I'm not trying to be funky, okay? Especially as a girl who works out a lot and, you know, sweats and all the things. I was not trying to be funky. This, honestly, I've had no issues. One other natural deodorant before has literally burned my armpits. So I'm kind of scarred. But this, I like her. She's good. She's a favorite. Next is this Sephora. This is called the Micro Smooth Powder. I have it in the color Sienna Deep Dark, and it's number 80. It's a natural radiant finish. I love this powder to top off my makeup. If you're looking for a powder that's just nice that you can carry, dust, you know, all over your face and just really blend everything nice, minerally finish all together. This is so good. The only complaint that I have about it is that, of course, it like doesn't have any kind of powder puff or anything with it in the compact, so it's not very good for to go. I just bring it in like a little baggie with my own powder puff, but this is so good and it doesn't make me oily. It keeps a really nice finish and I have oily skin, so I love this powder for finishing off my makeup, and it's very inexpensive, of course, because it's Sephora collection. So get you a nice inexpensive powder that does really well. Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. I have been put back onto this. I used to use this a couple of years ago, but then I was using the one size spray because I have oily skin, so I really need to lock in my makeup when I have it on or else it will slide off of my face, like slide all the way off. The one size is a little expensive, but it does. There's no debating how good that setting spray is, but if you want something that's a little bit more affordable, a lot more affordable, drugstore, but also has a really good hold on your face, this setting spray, I'm back to being a believer again, especially in the winter time when I feel like you maybe don't need as much of the locking in because you're not like, it's not as hot, not sweating, doing all the things. This has been such a good setting spray that I've been wearing like for the past couple weeks, months. Shout out to Jazz, because Jazz gave me like some extra ones that she had and I was like, oh yeah, because I ran out of one size and I was like, I don't want to pay for the one size right now. This setting spray has come back into rotation. All right, and then for clothes is actually, I don't have too many clothes options for this month because I am not trying to spend money on clothes at all, just the essentials. But this, speaking of essentials, this Uniqlo white tee, I've literally been wearing it under so many sweaters, as like a little peekaboo under so many things, with a cardigan thrown on top of it, with a little scarf. This Uniqlo t-shirt has like saved lives, and it's called the Uniqlo Airism. That's like the line and the fabric that it is, but it's a nice thicker material, but not too thick where you feel like it's constricting. It has a little split in the bottom of it so that you can kind of tuck maybe the front or tuck one side. It's not, it moves with you, and the material is so good. I'm wearing it in a medium for a little bit more of a oversized look. I would say the t-shirt itself is a little bit oversized, so the sleeves come down to a nice point. But this line for Uniqlo, I need to get like 15 more of these, because wow, is this such a good basic white tee to have in your wardrobe. Moving on to like my favorite category, to be honest, wellness. We know the wellness and the fitness, that is near and dear to my heart. I am always hesitant to share about supplements because I feel like it's so near and dear and personal to what your needs are. But I will share this Thorne probiotic. This is the Thorne Women's Daily Probiotic. I've been taking this probably for maybe 2 to 3 years now at this point, because this is such a really good quality supplement brand. There are so many supplement brands, so many wellness gimmicks, all the things. But I have done a lot of research, and this Thorne brand is really good. I have had no issues, like gut issues. Doctor said this is a really good brand as well, and this also what brand I use for my vitamin D. So I like Thorne for like my vitamins and supplements, and then I like other brands for maybe like more herbal tinctures or supplements that I add to my routine. But if you're on the hunt for a probiotic that's not gimmicky, doesn't have a lot of like, junk fillers, like whatever it is, and it's just really straightforward, good ingredients, and has the probiotics you actually need, Thorne Women's Daily Probiotic. Get into this. Vitamins, make sure you're eat, pray, loving, and minding your business. Next one, I don't have anything physically to show you because it's an experience. Basically, it should be in the experiences, but this is like a wellness experience. I went to, during my week of fun employment between jobs, I went to a cold plunge and sauna, like studio spa and experience. And it wasn't just like a spa. It wasn't just like a workout, place or anything where you can just go into a sauna. It was like a whole experience. You walk in, it's like a spa-like environment. They have an area where you can journal. They have an area where you can sit, eat, pray, love, and meditate in between these massive saunas, and then also this cold plunge room. There's sound bath. It is such a 10 out of 10 experience. I will be getting a membership there and going at least twice a month. I'm trying to debate myself if I want to do like an unlimited membership. Like, how realistic is it for me to go multiple times, like that many, especially with the hair, with all the things, whatever. But I think twice a month is a good like bar to shoot for, especially just my nervous system and everything was so reset. I was so refreshed. My skin felt amazing, okay, and I slept amazing, and my body just felt so detoxified and alive, okay. I just felt alive, well, and amazing. So if you have any kind of like experience near you where you can get rest, recovery, do sauna, do really good things for your nervous system and for your body, because recovery is so important in your wellness journey. Not just working out, not just your nutrition, those are all keys, but also recovery and sleep are going to get you to the goals that you are trying to achieve and to a better lifestyle. So if you have some kind of, sauna, cold plunge, or like recovery center near you where you can go, maybe do a drop-in visit or get a membership if that's in your plans for this year, I would highly recommend it, highly. Okay, so this is my current cozy read, but really I would say it's more or less about this specific book than it is about the experience. So just to kind of give some context, I would say my favorite thing about January as far as books go is letting the book choose you. I feel like we have these lists, or like you get on Book Talk, or you have these lists and you see this inspiration, New York Times bestseller, and you're influenced to like read these books, but sometimes it's so nice. I can't even explain the feeling. Maybe it's just like a nerdy thing to go into a bookstore, to just have a little something to drink in your hand, to just walk around, to peruse, take it slow, and let a book choose you. Like, let it come to you. There are so many books that I've read that I would not probably otherwise pick up if I didn't see it in person, or if I didn't feel it, read the book, or something just jumped out at me. Go to a bookstore and just let the book choose you next month. Instead of like picking it off of a list or a recommendation from a friend, go experience letting the book choose you. And that's exactly what happened with this one. I went to a little bookshop in Brooklyn, and this novel, it's called The Paris Novel. and I just really am enjoying it. It's really cozy, quicker read, like it's nothing too crazy, but I was so drawn to it because I, first of all, love Paris, and second of all, have been talking about Paris so much recently because we've gone in the winter time, the times that we've gone to Paris, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like Paris would be so good right now. I just love when it feels like cozy. You drink some vin chaud, like some warm wine, and just like gallivant around, read a book. It's just so magical. And then this book stood out to me on the clearance of all things as well, getting it on sale. And I was like, oh, I'm sure that's just so cutesy. And it is such a good book so far. So even though it's not like a flashy read or anything that like anyone else would know, go let a book choose you and experience it for yourself. This one's a little bit more random, a little bit more literally grabbed it out of the kitchen, out of the pantry. This is the Kettle and Fire bone broth, but if you notice, it's not just regular bone broth. It's cool bone broth. It's turmeric and ginger, especially with like all the flu, the yuckiness that's going around. That flu nastiness got me the week before Christmas. I was down bad. My fever was like 101 degrees. We were down bad, sad, and ragtagged in the bed for like 4 to 5 days. But this bone broth, I've been liking to warm this up and drink it in the morning, and so good for your gut, so good for digestion, so good for immunity, and getting a little bit of protein in the morning. But you should typically try to start with warm things to warm up your digestion, warm up your body while you get the day started. So don't start your morning on like a harsh, cold, empty stomach. Try to have some warm fluids, and this Kettle and Fire bone broth, the turmeric and ginger specifically, it's really good. It's really rich, and I like how it's like, it's almost like soup / tea / all of the above wrapped up into one. I know it sounds like a little gross, but just trust me and you'll thank me. Your gut will thank me, your digestion, your bloating, all the things will thank me. All right, and for experiences, I have 2 recommendations. I went to a restaurant and lounge. It's a new restaurant and lounge in Brooklyn. It is the sister restaurant of this bar called Daya. If you've been there, if you're in Brooklyn, if you're in New York, you probably know if you know about the scene. Daya is a cool spot. However, they just opened a new spot. It's called Myth, and it's a restaurant and lounge. So the food was bussin'. Oxtail bao buns. Okay, I had some oxtail bao buns. Shut the hell up. It was so good. And the drinks were amazing, but the gag is we went there for like dinner, girls' night, kiki. If you follow me on TikTok, you probably seen it already, but we kiki-keyed, we had a good time, we left, went to some other places, bopped around, right? And then we were like, oh, maybe let's wrap it up for the night. And then when we were actually going to Daya, they were like, no, we're about to close, but everyone, like, it's going to be even more jump over at Myth. So we went back to Myth where we started our night, and it went up. It went absolutely up. So if you're looking for a new place to go out in Brooklyn, I would definitely recommend Myth. The DJ was fire. Drinks are really good. Of course, it is, definitely more on the expensive side. But girl, go get you someone to buy you a little drink or whatever. Have a good time. Everyone was in there on vibes. I love when there's enough space in there. Everyone's not super on top of each other, but everyone's in there on vibes, dancing, kiki-keying. It wasn't like super sceney where, you felt like you were just like on edge the whole time. It was just really good energy, good time to go out, especially with the girls or like whoever, get your friends together and go out. But Myth was a really good time. So that is one of my January favorites. I'll definitely be running that back the next time that I'm trying to go out and have a good time. And then another experience that I think is so important to share is going to see the arts, just being in the arts, all the things. It's so important to me. We went to the Studio Museum in Harlem. They recently reopened in the fall, and if you're not familiar, it's a Black art museum, world-renowned, especially in New York, especially in the art scene. But they recently reopened after a huge renovation in the fall, and now they're back like full swing, full operations. But on Sundays, they actually do free entry into the museum. So we went on a Sunday. Of course, it is a little bit more busy because it is free, but I love that they do that for the community. Studio Museum in Harlem, if you can, go up there, go see the art. Such a good time. So many wonderful exhibits and art curated to see, and it's like 5-6 different levels that you just move through. They even have like workshops and things throughout the day. Such a good time and free. Who doesn't love free? Okay, and the last thing I always like to share is my joys. I do this mostly on TikTok, but I think, of course, like me and you here, us, the fam, my loves here on YouTube, we like really get each other on a deeper level than the short form content. So I'm like, this absolutely needs to be on here. So December joys, January joys, these are all things that are like maybe small and large like joys that I experienced, and I'm just so grateful for, and I really hope it reminds you to take stock of all the joy that you experience in your life. So these are just a few little nuggets. Starting off the year slow, no pressure to have everything in place, kind and helpful people as I'm onboarding to a new job, game night with friends, consistently moving my body again, and being surprised with flowers twice this month. So I've definitely been getting my flowers, literally. And yeah, so those are my January favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you next week. And we'll be back with like another Comeback Diaries vlog. So, love you. Bye.